So Adobe just released their latest version of Premiere Pro yesterday, which is CC 2018, and one of my favorite features of the new release is the fact that you can open multiple projects at the same time. Now this may not sound like a very cool feature, but I've been working on a lot of episodic content or series, and to open multiple projects at the same time is just hugely beneficial, and let's take a look at why. So several years back I was working on a comedy web series for a zoo, and essentially this project was following some zookeepers around, and they would talk about exhibits and animals, and we would do an episode each month. And the way I had my workflow set up is I had one Premiere project per episode. And my main hassle is the fact that we were reusing a lot of assets, and those assets included motion graphics, logo files, sound effects, music files, and I found myself importing old projects into the latest episode and importing sequences and having a lot of duplicate content. Just wasn't a seamless workflow. So let me show you how this new feature was really beneficial for this type of workspace. Okay, so I have episode 5 of my zoo show currently open, and now I want to open up episode 6. Now I'm working on episode 6. I just need to add some graphics and some of the branding assets into that project. And what I want to do is copy over some assets from episode 5 to episode 6. So let's go ahead and open up episode 6. I have the project file here. Okay, so now right away it opens this project panel as a floating panel, and I don't want this. I want to get my workspace or the interface organized so that it's easy to work between these projects, because you can quickly get confused with all the duplicate panels because we have duplicate project panels now, and we're going to have multiple timeline panels. So let's get organized. So quick tip to get organized is organize your panels here. So I'm going to drag this project panel right next to my other project panel and put it in here. This is one way we can kind of be organized, is have both of our project panels selected here. And now be aware that a quick way to tell which project you're working in is to look at the title here on the very top of the program. You can see episode 5. So I have episode 5 project active right now. If I jump over to episode 6 project panel, you'll see the name changes up here as well. Also, I have these two different timelines here, or these two different sequences. I have episode 6 and episode 5. If we look at our sequences in each project, that's because I only have one sequence in each project. So the same goes for this. If we have a certain particular timeline highlighted, it's going to show you that in the title here, which is what you have active. Now, a quick way to tell which project you're in or which timeline you're in or how many things you have open is you can go to the window and you can go down to projects, and it'll show you how many projects you have open and which ones are active. And also you can go to timelines and you can see which ones are currently active and select it. So another thing, if you want to close a project, select your project and go to File, Close Project, and it will close that particular project. Or you can close all projects. Okay, so we have the two projects open, and now we're ready to copy some assets over from episode 5 to episode 6, but still this layout is not particularly desirable. So what I can do here is I can customize these panels to make it easy. So I'm going to grab episode 6, move it over here to the right side of episode 5's project panel. So now we can see both of these project panels. I can close these. And now we're seeing all of our bins here. And if you notice here in episode 6, we do not have a graphics bin, which is here in episode 5. And I can do the same thing for the timelines. We can grab the episode 5 timeline and we can put this above the episode 6. And now if I resize this, now we've got a nice little interface set up here where we can see everything. And I've colored the labels here so you can see which one's which. Here we have episode 6. This is episode 6 timeline here. And then this is episode 5 and episode 5 project panel over here. So now what can we do here? How can we move these assets? Well, it's quite simple. And basically any way that you think that you might be able to move an asset, you probably can move assets. So first of all, I said I wanted to get graphics over here in the episode 6 project. So I could go over here, and there's two ways I can do this. I can grab this graphics bin. I could simply drag and drop it over in my project panel here, or I can copy paste. So let's just drag and drop. And now you're going to see, here it is. And again, I could do the same thing as copy and paste. So let's undo that. That's one way that we can copy assets between. I could also maybe launch one of, let's see, I have a motion graphics in here, and I have, let me launch this. I have this funny rhino transition. I can take this, and I'm in the episode 5 project right now. Now watch what I can do. I can grab this and I can bring this straight over into our episode 6 project. Now watch our episode 6 project panel. Okay, boom. It automatically copies over that reference file and gives us that rhino transition over here. So it's pretty cool. You can edit directly to a timeline in a different project. Also, I could go over here. I could zoom in on my episode 5 project, and now let's find something. Let's find maybe a transition or something that I can use. Okay, here we have another funny transition, which is the guys kind of jumping. So I can copy this. It's right here. I'll copy this, and now I can paste it directly over here. And once again, you'll see it actually pasted the folders and the reference asset into this project. So that's one other way I can do that. I could also just grab it and drag and drop. It's very, very cool. Also, you can use this to kind of compare and contrast, like quickly look at what you did in the last episode and find out, what your timing is, or a variety of different things about what you want to do in relation to these projects. Okay, so very cool new feature, opening multiple projects in Premiere Pro. What is your favorite new feature of CC 2018? Is it this opening multiple projects? Is it the new VR workflow? Let me know in the comments section. Also, I have a contest going on with another video. If you want to go over and watch my 22 Premiere Pro tips and tricks video, I'll leave a link in the description panel here. If you go over to that video, give it a like, share it, and leave a comment on it, you're eligible for a drawing to win a Logickeyboard skin. So go over there, check that out. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you later.